Okay, this is my first YouTube video. Today is 3/11, and my name is Jennifer Sheridan. I work hand in hand with the Star Behind Closed Door. I just wanted to share with you kind of how my journey started, just to kind of introduce the whole thing. Today is a really significant day. As you know, it's 3/11. For all the Christians out there, the followers of Jesus. And after the strange noises were heard, I started getting some revelations that really were quite unexplainable. I started going over and hearing God speak to me about the Albert Einstein's theory of relativity. And it just kept being seeped into my brain for many months after January, February, and then in March, I decided to take the theory of relativity equals mc squared and reverse it. So on the night I reversed it, I called Stacy at Star Behind Closed Door, and I asked her, what would happen if I reversed it. I took basically a big sign. Where is it? I gotta flip the mode on this. Hang on. I can't do it. Okay. Basically, here it is. You can see the show Numbers. I was watching TV one night and saw the show Numbers, and I saw that the E was reversed. So I took the E in the E equals mc squared, and I reversed it. As you can see, it's the 3, which is indicative of the triune God. So E energy is the triune God. The equal sign I reversed. If you reverse it backwards, it's the same, but if you push it up, it becomes the 11, which, as you know, Stacy and I's video, pretty much that's the awakening number, judgment, and 3/11 is very, very, very significant, as Revelation states, "Behold, I come quickly." Also in Ecclesiastes 3:11 is, "Eternity is written on the heart of man." The M equals mass. So E equals mass, energy equals mass. And the M, if you flip it upside down, is the W. It's interesting because all mass is actually a word. So M flip down is the W, which is the word. And then the C flip down stays the same because God isn't always and will be the same. And C stands for Christ. But in the Albert Einstein theory of relativity, it stands for light, which, as you know, Christ is a light unto nations. So the original theory E equals mc squared is energy equals mass times the speed of light squared. Well, as you see, the 2 kind of looks like a serpent. And currently, as the theory stands for Albert Einstein, the 2 is above the C. So right now, Satan is ruling us. But when Christ comes back, he will conquer Satan. And he did conquer Satan. He always will conquer Satan. But right now, it feels like it's the devil's reign. So hopefully today, behold, I come quickly, will be the day that Christ puts Satan in his forever, ever, ever place in the underworld. So the 2 goes below the C in the new theory. So 3:11 WC squared is the theory. So the 3:11 is, behold, I come quickly, W in the Word, the Bible, in all words actually, in Christ who conquered Satan. Behold, I come quickly in the Word, which is Christ who conquered Satan. In the beginning was the Word was God, and the Word became flesh. I don't know if anybody's ever deciphered anything like this. It was quite really a huge moment. And I've sat on this for now a year. I feel today as 3:11 is a good enough time to start revealing what God's shown me. But I wanted to share with you that after I had this revelation on a Saturday night and called Stacy, like shaking uncontrollably, I went to church the next day, and this was the message that came at church. And you can see it says reverse the irreversible. So that's the message that came out. And the 3 is reversed in that, which was huge. But we know that Christ is going to come through everything. So hopefully this will speak to the scientists and the people, the unbelievers. Albert Einstein was incredibly intuitive. And I've read numerous things from him. One of the things that sticks with me is one of his quotes that says, there are 2 ways to live. One is though nothing is a miracle, and 2 is though everything is a miracle. So I'm choosing to live that way. I thought it was interesting that the verse, 1 Corinthians 3:18, is really telling, because it says, do not fool yourselves. If you think you are wise in the world, you should become a fool, that you should become truly wise. Because the wisdom of the world is foolishness with God, as written in the scriptures. He catches those who are wise in their own clever traps. It's just interesting because a lot of people in the world think I'm quite a fool, and I come from a heritage of very intelligent, smart people. So, as you can see, Christ will come to make the fools look wise and to flip all the wise men on their head. So, verse 21 says, so you should not brag about human leaders, which I think is really funny. Today is also the Oswald Chambers book, My Utmost for His Highest. Gives the quote today, March 11th, obedience to the heavenly vision. It says, we lose heavenly vision God has given us. We alone are responsible, not God. We lose a vision because of our own lack of spiritual growth. If we do not apply our beliefs about God to the issues of every day, the vision God gave us will never be fulfilled, which is enormous. It's interesting because the quote he gives here is, though it tarries, wait for it, which is Habakkuk 2:3, which is my birthday, is 123. We cannot bring the vision to fulfillment through our own efforts, but must live under its inspiration until it fulfills itself. Watch for the storms of God. The only way God plants his saints is through the whirlwind of his storms. So this is a huge confirmation for me that today is the day that the 3:11 theory gets posted. I pray that Christ comes today, 3:11. Behold, I come quickly. And my prayer is that you will share this message with anybody who's looking for answers. God is great. God is enormously amazing and awesome. And I'm really sorry for my quiet demeanor, but my little 1-year-old is sleeping next door. So this was a last minute thing, and I've been sitting on this for a very, very long time and wanted to give it to you.